There's something powerful about a person who walks into a room and understands everyone without saying a single word. You've probably met someone like that before. The kind of person who can sense tension before anyone speaks. The one who knows when someone's lying or when someone's hiding sadness behind a smile. They seem to have a quiet kind of magic. But it isn't magic. It's observation. It's the art of paying attention deeply, silently, completely. Most people think communication is about talking, but the best communicators in the world are those who can listen and watch. They see what others miss. They catch the small moments, the slight tightening of a jaw, the twitch of an eyebrow, the pause before a reply. These moments tell stories words cannot. There's a famous saying that goes, people may lie with their words, but not with their body. And that's the heart of observation. Every human being has a second language, a physical one, that never takes a break. It's the language of behavior. Let's imagine a quiet cafe on a rainy afternoon. You sit by the window with a warm cup of coffee. Across the room, there's a man scrolling on his phone. His face looks calm, but his foot keeps tapping. His shoulders are tense. You can tell he's waiting for someone, and maybe he's worried they won't come. Next to him, a woman laughs too loudly at something her friend says. But her eyes dart around the room quickly after each laugh. You notice that her hands are clenched under the table. It's clear she's pretending to be relaxed, maybe to hide nervousness. You haven't heard a word. But you've read a story. That's the art of observation. When you learn to see people like this, you begin to understand what they truly feel, even when they try to hide it. You stop hearing just words and start hearing emotions. You realize how much of life is written in gestures, postures, and silences. A true observer doesn't stare. They don't judge. They simply notice, like a quiet detective in a crowded world. You might be wondering, why does this matter? Why should you learn to observe people so deeply? Because when you understand others, you connect with them better. You become more patient, more empathetic. You start to respond, not react. You stop taking things personally because you begin to see the reasons behind people's actions. Maybe that rude cashier wasn't angry at you, or maybe she was just exhausted. Maybe your friend who suddenly stopped calling isn't ignoring you, or maybe he's struggling silently. Observation gives you that wisdom. It helps you see the world without the fog of assumption. Now, the key to becoming a good observer begins with slowing down. You can't notice what you rush past. When you move too fast, people's details blur together, their tone, their expression, their eyes. But when you slow down, when you're fully present, the world becomes sharp and alive. Have you ever noticed how someone's eyes change when they talk about something they love? Or how a person's breathing shifts when they're hiding anxiety? These are small things, invisible to the distracted, but clear to the aware. Observation is also about energy. Every person carries a certain energy when they enter a room. You can feel it even before they speak. Some people bring calmness. Others bring chaos. If you train your awareness, you'll start feeling that shift instantly. There was once a psychologist who said, if you want to understand a person, watch how they make others feel. That's another form of silent observation. You can learn everything you need to know about someone by watching how they treat waiters, animals, or children. You can see their character in those small, quiet interactions. And here's the beautiful part. Once you start observing others deeply, you also begin to observe yourself. You start noticing your own reactions, your own body language, your own patterns. You realize when your smile is real and when it's just polite. You notice when your voice trembles slightly before you speak your truth. observation turns into self-awareness. And self-awareness turns into confidence. Think about how much stronger your communication becomes when you truly see people. You start to listen not just with your ears, but with your whole presence. You no longer get lost in guessing what someone meant, because you can feel it. You can read it. Let's go back to that cafe scene for a moment. The man waiting for someone finally gets a text. You watch his whole body change, his shoulders drop, his breathing slows, his eyes soften. Relief. The woman with the nervous laughter finally leaves. Her smile fades as soon as she steps outside. Maybe she wasn't having as much fun as she pretended. All these moments were invisible to most people in the cafe. But not to you. You saw it all. You read an entire human story in silence. Now, imagine bringing that awareness into your daily life, into your workplace, your relationships, your conversations. Imagine knowing when someone is uncomfortable in a meeting or when a friend is pretending to be fine. Imagine being able to respond with calm instead of confusion. That's the quiet strength of observation. It doesn't make you louder. It makes you wiser. In a world full of noise, the one who watches quietly often understands the most. And here's something many people don't realize: observation isn't just about people. It's also about the environment. The smell of a room, the way light falls, the sounds in the background, they all tell you something. They set the tone of every moment. When you pay attention, you start noticing how much the world is constantly communicating with you. The sky tells you stories. The weather mirrors moods. Even silence has texture. Observation opens the door to a deeper life, one that moves slower, but feels richer. You begin to live like a poet, noticing what others walk past. You see beauty in expressions, emotions in gestures, and truth in pauses. That's the kind of power no school teaches. But once you discover it, it changes how you experience everything. So the next time you enter a room, try this. Don't rush to speak. Don't fill the space with words. Just breathe. Watch. Feel. Notice who avoids eye contact. Notice who seems restless. Notice who lights up when someone walks in. You'll start seeing people in ways you never have before, because when you really observe, you stop guessing what others are thinking, you start knowing. And the best part: people can feel when they're being truly seen. It makes them trust you more. They open up. They sense your calm attention. That's why the best leaders, teachers, and friends are great observers first, talkers second, to observe without judgment, without the need to respond. That's emotional intelligence in action. That's human connection at its purest form. In the end, the silent observer isn't distant or cold. They're the most present person in the room. They see everything, not to control, but to understand. They read people, not to manipulate, but to connect. They watch, not to spy, but to learn. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. You'll find yourself understanding people faster, and your relationships becoming smoother, because when you understand people, you stop fighting them. You start flowing with them. You learn that everyone is showing you who they are, even when they don't speak. You just have to be quiet enough to see it, and that's the beginning of mastering human behavior, by mastering silence. When you start observing people deeply, something strange happens. Your world slows down. You begin to see what others miss. You start noticing the little cracks in conversations, the pauses that hide emotions, the laughter that doesn't quite reach the eyes. At first, it can feel almost supernatural. You may find yourself predicting what someone will say before they even open their mouth. You sense tension before it appears. You can tell when someone's pretending to be confident but is secretly nervous inside. But remember, observation is not about judging. It's about understanding. The best observers don't think, "I know what this person is doing." They think, "I wonder what this means." That small difference changes everything, because when you observe with curiosity instead of assumption, you stay open. You see more. You learn more. You listen more. Imagine this: you're walking down a busy street. People rush by, faces buried in their phones, eyes fixed ahead. But you walk slower. You notice the details. The woman holding her bag a little tighter as she passes someone. The man looking at his watch 3 times in a minute. The child pulling at his mother's hand to stop and see a puppy. These tiny moments tell you about life. Fear, impatience, wonder, all living side by side. And the more you see, the more your empathy grows. You begin to understand that every person you pass is carrying a whole story you'll never fully know. That realization humbles you. It softens you. It turns frustration into compassion. Observation, in truth, is a form of love, a quiet one. Because to observe someone deeply is to give them your full attention. And attention is the rarest gift in today's world. Now, let's talk about how you can train this ability, gently, naturally, every day. Start by learning to watch without reacting. When someone speaks, don't rush to answer. Just watch them. Notice their tone, their rhythm, their eyes. Are they avoiding something? Are they looking for approval? Do their words match their emotions? Most people listen only to reply. Observers listen to understand. When you learn to do this, your conversations change completely. People start opening up more around you. They feel safe. They feel heard. Think of how powerful that is, to make someone feel truly understood without saying much. That's what great communicators do. That's what great leaders, counselors, and teachers do. They don't dominate with words, they lead with presence. Presence, that's the secret ingredient of observation. When you're present, you're not distracted by your phone, your worries, or your next sentence. You're simply there, fully alive in that moment. And people can feel it. There's a calmness that comes from being truly present. You stop chasing moments. You start experiencing them. Sometimes, silence can speak louder than any speech. A quiet nod, a patient pause, a steady gaze, these are signs of someone who understands the rhythm of human behavior. When you practice this kind of silent awareness, your English speaking also improves naturally. Because you begin to feel the language instead of just thinking about grammar or vocabulary. You notice how native speakers use tone and timing. You observe how emotion changes pronunciation, how laughter softens sentences, how pauses create meaning. You begin to hear the music of English, not just the words. Observation trains your brain to pick up these patterns faster. You start copying them naturally. You begin to sound more fluent, more expressive, not because you memorized rules, but because you absorbed rhythm through awareness. This is why great communicators, in any language, are always great observers first. Let's go back to our cafe scene. Imagine you're sitting again by the window. This time, a young couple is talking near you. You don't want to intrude, but you listen gently, without judgment. You notice the man's voice gets softer when he says her name. You notice she leans forward when she's excited, and leans back when she disagrees. You notice how laughter breaks tension like sunlight through clouds. You're not eavesdropping, you're learning the art of communication. You're watching how emotion moves through language. Now imagine doing this every day, at work, in the park, on the subway. Every person becomes your teacher. Every interaction becomes a lesson in behavior, emotion, and humanity. You'll find that your mind becomes sharper, but also kinder. Because when you truly see people, it becomes hard to judge them. You'll see that anger usually hides pain. That arrogance hides insecurity. That silence sometimes hides wisdom, and once you understand that, you stop taking things personally. Someone's cold tone doesn't ruin your day anymore, because you can see what's beneath it. Observation gives you peace. It doesn't make you distant from people, it brings you closer. You start to feel connected to everyone, even strangers. You might find yourself smiling at someone who looks stressed, simply because you noticed. You might hold a door open longer for someone who seems lost in thought. These small acts come naturally when your awareness deepens. That's how observation changes not just how you see others, but how you live. But there's another layer: observing yourself. Start watching how you move, how you react, how you breathe when you're anxious. Notice how your body feels when you lie to yourself, when you avoid a hard truth, when you're genuinely happy. Self-observation is the highest form of growth, because when you see your own patterns clearly, you can change them. You start noticing when your words don't match your feelings. You catch yourself before anger becomes shouting. You realize when fear disguises itself as laziness. That's where transformation begins, not by judging yourself, but by seeing yourself with honesty, and soon, you'll find a balance, observing others, observing yourself, living in awareness. You become like a mirror, reflecting life as it is, without distortion. People will start to notice something different about you. They won't know what it is exactly. Maybe it's your calmness. Maybe it's your quiet confidence. Maybe it's the way you seem to understand things without needing everything explained. That's the power of an observer. You begin to influence without force. You guide without control. You speak less, but every word carries more weight. You listen more, and people start trusting you. You see deeper, and life starts revealing its hidden layers. When you master observation, you stop living on the surface. You begin living in depth. You see the emotions behind faces, the meaning behind words, the stories behind actions. And that awareness transforms your entire world. So, if you want to master human behavior, begin here, with silence. Make it your teacher. Let it sharpen your senses. Spend a few minutes every day in a public space, maybe a park, a cafe, or a train station, and just watch. Not to judge. Not to analyze. Just to see. Notice posture. Notice movement. Notice energy. The more you do this, the more fluent you'll become, not only in English, but in understanding people, because observation isn't just a skill. It's a language, and once you learn to speak it, you'll never look at the world the same way again. You'll find that people start respecting you more, not because you talk a lot, but because you understand a lot. In a world full of loud voices, be the one who listens deeply. In a world full of distraction, be the one who notices the details. In a world full of noise, be the one who observes in silence and truly sees, because silence isn't emptiness. It's awareness. It's the space where truth reveals itself, and those who can see truth without words, they are the ones who truly understand life. So, the next time you meet someone, don't rush to speak. Just look. Listen. Feel. Let their presence tell you their story, and when you finally speak, your words will have power, because they'll come from understanding. That's how you master human behavior. That's how you connect deeply. That's how you grow wiser, silently. I share stories like this every day. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.